Hello, welcome back to your final appointment before the spring formal. How are you doing? Good. Well, it's the perfect evening to work on your makeup look. It's super rainy outside and it's been really quiet here all day. So hopefully you'll have a super relaxing appointment. I'm going to go ahead and start off the same way we have every time. I'm going to get you checked in, okay? Alright, so again, just give me your phone number. Okay, just gonna have this. It's your makeup appointment. Okay, and we're doing full glam makeup today. That's what I have in here. Okay, and of course, Bridgerton is the theme, so we're gonna stick with that. And you're wanting to do some color themes from your dress and then in your nails. Okay. And you obviously lashes holding up well, it looks like. Okay, good. No issues with your nails. And brows are fine. Okay. And you have no proposed changes to the hairstyle we worked on, correct? Okay, great. My laptop over there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just take a quick look at your skin. Looks great. I don't see really any blemishes, and minimal oiliness. Pretty good. Okay, before we get started, a couple of things. I always like to give all my clients this list. This is all the makeup brands that we use. I don't know if you are allergic to any products, any sensitive to any brands, but please take a look at this list if you are. So just showing you the top, this section, all of our foundations. These are all of our concealers that we use, blushes, lip products, and then if you turn it over, these are all of our eye makeup products. Okay, that starts with the palettes that we have available, and then below here it's going to tell you the mascaras and the liners that we can use. Okay, the skincare is right here on the bottom right. Is there a certain one you're looking for? Just nothing with salicylic acid? Okay, that's not a problem. I don't use any type of acne treatments for prep. Okay, so you're good. Alright, anything else you want to check for before I put this away? Alright, great. So I'll set that aside. I'm going to add a little hairband over your hair because I just want to make sure that I'm just going to slide this. Don't want any hair to get in the way. Okay, perfect. Now, I was looking for my makeup inspo magazines. I don't know where they are. So, did you have any inspo that you wanted to talk about before I made some suggestions? No? Alright, so I know I showed you these photos before, but they're the only ones that I have right now, since I can't find my books. And I'll mention that you're going for a similar vibe anyway, because you wanted to do a light, like pinkish type like you were thinking, or a nude, right? Because of your gown, everything, like your nails, everything matching. Okay, so I thought, hold on, drop that one. I thought these honestly were very consistent with what you might like. So this one has very nude shimmer, so darker up here, shimmer here. Loved the wing liner. And since you went like for a similar lash, then I thought it would be, I think your lashes were more similar to her, but still. So this one is pretty much pure shimmer, and then she went with a little bit of the charcoalish color in the back, just on the crease. Yeah. Now this was gorgeous. Love this against the skin tone. Really just pops. Gorgeous, and I love it with the Bambi lashes. I know you didn't do those lashes, but I'm just saying it's really pretty and it's super elegant. So if you like this one, I suggest we go in with a darker nude on the back and then really pigmented shimmer towards the crease and the inner lid. Okay, I'll show you this one. This one's very basic in terms of the shadow look. It's not really, the liner is really doing most of that work in terms of the boldness for that look. And then I love this one honestly because she had the dark on the inside and the light on the outside, which is the opposite of her. So she has light on inside, and she has a darker on the inside. So if you see any inspo here you like, I'll also run through the palettes, but if you see anything you like here, please just tell me. This one? Okay, and what do you like about this one? That shimmer with the smoky eye. Okay, so we'll definitely do a smoky eye then. Alright, so let's go ahead and get your face prepped, and then we'll get into the palettes because I'm going to do your foundation stuff first. Alright? I'll show you my two bags I'm going to work out of today. So I have this bag over here, and all my bags have a lot of mix in them. So I'll have to rummage a lot through them and find stuff, but hopefully that doesn't bother you. I just organized these recently. And then the second one is this clear one. And it has also a lot of variation, but this is a lot of my powders and my glasses, like lip kit stuff, mascaras, and quite a bit of lipsticks. So yeah. And then of course I have my brushes here. Okay, I'm gonna clean your skin first. Looks like you don't have makeup on, but I still like to always clean it, just in case. I also have some little bags back here. These are just some small shadows, and then my brow kit's back there, but we won't do a lot with the brow since you haven't done it. Alright, cleaning your face first. Just gonna use some micellar water spray. Okay, you ready? don't think your lashes need cleaned. Now I'm not gonna apply any mascara to them today because then you're just gonna have to clean them. So just wait till they up. Okay, and as we go through, you can just look in the mirror over here and let me know if there's any changes you want. Alright, I'm gonna prep your skin. I'm gonna start out with these. They're called Thirst Burst Drops. Okay, they're by e.l.f. and they are dewy brightening. Okay, and they have a hydrating hibiscus complex. I don't know if you can see it, but it doesn't matter. Okay, just going to add this with my hands. Patting at the under eyes. Next, I'm going to go in with some oil on the face. I know this says like night oil, but I like to use this because it really moisturizes well for a base. And you wanted a dewy look, so this will give you that. Okay. And then I'm going to mix it. Just a little bit of this Bounce serum. Especially on your cheeks. See which and I contoured on the eyes, or I'm sorry, on the cheeks, and I'm just gonna do this one as a concealer on the under eyes. just gonna nose as well, and then along the forehead. Okay, just going to dab this into your skin. Comfortable so far, right? Okay. Just let me know if you need anything. Let's see. Sorry. So this is just a silicone base primer I'm mixing in after I have gone ahead and blended some of that contour and concealer. Okay. All right, so how does your face feel right now? It's not too sticky, anything like that? Okay, good. Okay, I'll let you know when we get to that step and then we'll figure it out. So for coverage, are you thinking a heavy or full coverage? I figured. Okay. Thinking. I'm thinking this Lancome might be a good one. I'm just gonna test a little tiny bit. I'm just gonna put it like on the cheek right here because if it sucks, I don't want it to mess up everything we've already done. It's just not a perfect match. Let me try this other one. I have this Pro Lumiere by Chanel that I think might be a good alternative for you. Let's try it out. I'm gonna go in right next to the one we just did. That one's perfect. Alright, so I'm just going to wipe off a bit of the one I put on first. To get completely perfect coverage. a lot on because I want to get, like I said, full coverage. For an event like this, that's typical, like, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna dab it around and then I'll blend it. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend this in now. Light's not bothering you, is it? Okay, I like to have it on. It gives me like that light makeup kind of light so I can see how it's, I don't want you to look washed out during the formal, and this is the type of lighting they're going to use, so that's why I have that in, or on I should say, but in your face a little bit. Try to offset it with some of the nice lighting over here so it's still cozy. Alright, so I think that's pretty well blended, but I know a lot of my clients get paranoid about brush lines, so I'm going to go back in with the sponge and make sure it's, yep, gotcha. Okay, just going to go back over it with the sponge. Make sure there's no brush lines. See all that lighting. Nose can be a weird place to kind of blend, so I just want to make sure it's good. Okay. I opened this wrong. I like this makeup, but I hate. There we go. How to open it. It opens two ways, like so. This is the True Match Blendable Powder by L'Oreal, and it comes with this little sponge. I'm gonna use this on you. It's because it helps to keep the oiliness down on the T-zone while leaving the dewiness on the cheeks, and that's what you want, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna add some to my sponge. Alright, so you ready? So I'm just doing the T-zone like I said. A little bit more of the makeup. I'm gonna do more of the nose. Don't want to go overboard there. Chin. Okay. crinkles powder on you for your setting powder. Yep, this is good. And then I'm going to spray over it for the dewy look on your cheeks. Sorry, I'm trying to find a good powder brush. There it is. I was about to say, am I losing my mind? This is what it looks like. Just loading the brush up, making sure there's no fallout. Okay. Hot. Take a look in the mirror. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, this is your trial run, so just please don't be afraid to say something if you hate it. That's what it's for. It's gonna feel a little bit like that for a minute. Just let it set. I will take it back off with a brush later, okay? Now, while that's doing that, we're gonna go ahead and look at the palettes. I have them down here on the floor. I'm just gonna grab them, a couple of them, and we'll talk. Okay, so I have 4 palettes that we could possibly use. So I know you want a nude, and I know that you're cool with integrating like a lighter pink to match your dress. So if we do a really light brown though, it's going to kind of just blend to the light pink color, because the light pink itself is a nude. It's just like a pinkish nude. So just keep that in mind. So this is just like the OG palette. I love this one. And I'm showing you this one because it has some nudes and browns, but I love this shimmer. It's a pink shimmer. Okay, Primavera is what you see. One second. In this inspo photo. So that is this bottom one. So if you liked that one. And then we also have a antique bronze, which has shimmer in it, but it's dark. It's great for a smoky eye. I love Tempera because it's very light pink, like your dress, but a bit of shimmer. We could go in on these two on a smoky eye, these two, or even these two. So this is a super good palette for what you're looking at, your theme for the formal. So I just wanted to, yeah. Okay, the other palettes I have are more nude tone brown. So we have Urban Decay's Heat palette, which, I mean, you have to be familiar with this, right? I'm sure you are. So this one has a similar, the ounce right here is like that tempera, like, but no shimmer. Actually, there's a little shimmer here. And then scorched is really pretty, but I fear that it's gonna like clash a little with your dress, so I would not recommend it. And then we have just these lighter browns. We could do something with these four, pretty much. And if you wanted me to lightly go in on this, I could. And then we have the MAC in the Flush palette. Very pretty tones. So these are great for your dress, these three. This is basically the color of your dress. And then we have the shimmer, so we could do some matching out here. Okay, I love this one. We could also bring this one in and pair it with like this one. And then finally, if there was not a brown there that you liked and you wanted to use a brown for the smoky, if I can get this one open, I'll show you. Some of these palettes are ridiculous. We have tons here. There are some pinkish browns that we could do in this set. This one, but up to you, obviously. But these have some good options. Okay. Okay, let me put this one back then. So you're thinking the first set? These two? I think that would be gorgeous. Yeah, because this is like obviously a pinkish purple. It's not going to clash with your dress at all. It's going to bring out that feminine type color. And then this is going to be the shimmer you want. Now, do you want the shimmer on the inner corner and the inner lid, or the outer? Just traditional smoky eye. So this outer, this inner. Okay. Perfect. Put our palettes back down the box. And we're going to start with an eye primer. Okay, just close your eye. Yep, thank you. Blending in. Sorry, I need to stretch. Looks great. Blend those together. Now, start the eye shadow. I'm going to start with the dark color first, obviously, okay? Sorry. like I got eyeshadow powder or something in the air. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Okay, so we're gonna do the Buon Fresco for the darker shade, okay? Alright, and I'm just gonna start by just packing this on the eye. Just dabbing it because I want to get it really packed on there. Okay, and then we're going to go to the other eye as well. Okay, close your eye. Okay, now I'm just going to get a blending brush. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend this in. Perfect, and then other side. Did you think you wanted to do a liner or anything like that? Okay. Very light then. Okay. And did you want to do that on the bottom and the top? Alright. Yeah, I think we should do something light on the waterline too. Okay. So now I'm going to start with the shimmer. And we're going to pack on the shimmer to the inner corner, okay? Then that a little bit more for the other eye. Okay, this side. And then I'm going to get the other brush and blend it. Okay, ready? Now I'm very carefully blending just in the center a little bit. Okay. And then I will blend the other parts. Okay, and then I'm gonna switch it over here. Same thing though. Now I am going to blend the inner corner part. I've blended the center. And I'm just going to do this part. Okay. Yeah, really pretty. I'm just gonna come a little closer. Alright, take a look in the mirror for the eyes. Okay, good. So I'm going to spray those with setting spray, and then we're going to do your liner. Okay, just close your eyes. And I'm just looking for my pencil. Sorry, my back is like, because I keep slouching. I'm so bad about slouching. Let me look for the eye pencil I want to use on you. Okay, I'm gonna use this light pink pencil on you. It's a NYX, and I'm gonna put this on your eye, as your eye waterline. Okay, ready? Okay, and I'm gonna do this eye. Now I'm going to take this brush just along the waterline to blend like this. All right? Okay, ready? Now, let me find my other liner. Might be in this one. Let me look. Yep, here it is. All right. So I'm gonna just go in with this dark brown on the top, and I'm doing dark brown because I don't want it. I want everything to be very soft. Like we're going for that nice soft look. Okay. Stay very still for me, okay? Now I'm going to brush out your eyebrows. I know we did them, they're dyed, they're all good, but I just want to brush them. Okay. It looks so good. I'm going to put some brow gel on them. Just to keep them perfectly in place. Okay. Okay. Another bit of spray to keep everything locked in. Okay, I'm going to dust off the powder with a powder puff. Just making sure I did not miss anything. You're looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving this look. I think you're gonna love the finished product too. Okay. That's just under the eyes. Okay. Drop my sponge. Take a look at the mirror. Alright, I'm gonna go in with some blush. So I want to keep that very soft makeup look, so I'm going in with a very, very light pink blush. It looks white right now. I know that. I get it. It's not white, but it is very light pink, and it has a really, really gorgeous shimmer. Okay, so just trust me on this one. Are you warm? No? Okay, I just want to make sure. It's probably just me because I'm doing the makeup, but I just didn't want you to be uncomfortable. Alright, so I'm going to use a big blush brush. Okay, get rid of the excess, and then I'm going to just go on the cheek, okay? And then I'm going to do the other cheek. Alright. a drop of pink liquid blush on each cheek, and then I'm gonna just slightly blend that in with a powder puff because it's gonna just add a little splash of blush color, and it's gonna look so like dainty and soft, just like your Bridgerton style is going for. Okay, so basically I just blended it enough, but I left it in those areas so it's like concentrated. Just take a look at the mirror. Alright, so now I'm gonna just do my lash color. This one, I'm looking for another one. Yeah, I don't know why I hate this one too. Okay, here's the other one. And like I said, I'm not going to add mascara today because then you'll just have to clean your lashes, but the day of we'll absolutely add it. Okay, for your lip, I'm going to do this called Wine Not Strawberry Rose Lip Tint. And I'll show you why it's the perfect one. At first, it's cute. Looks like a little wine bottle, right? And it's just this very light pink. I'm going to swatch it for you. And you can see it's just shimmery and very, very dainty, light, pretty. Do you like that one? Okay. I know you said you did not want a lipstick, so making sure that was okay for you. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the lip tint. I'm gonna add some rose and gardenia perfume because it's very light floral. I think it's perfect touch for a spring Bridgerton formal. Okay, just give me your wrist. Okay, and the other wrist. Okay, and then just rub your wrists together. And then the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a micro setting spray. And this one is really long lasting, okay? Perfect. Now, go ahead and take a look in the mirror. Make sure you like everything. Okay, perfect. If all is well, I'm going to go ahead and remove your hairband. Now, let me grab my laptop. I'm going to go ahead and just take a couple notes on your makeup. What's this? Sorry, I just gotta make a note. Okay. The lip tint, and then Tempera was the shadow color. The blush. Envy curl powder. And your foundation. Chanel Mier Pro. Your setting powder. Perfume. Okay, so your next appointment is going to be Saturday after the ball, formal, whatever you want to call it. Now, I have your ball scheduled from 6 to roughly 11. Okay, I will meet you at your house to remove your makeup, take your hair down, all that, so your skincare. Okay, I'm planning for 11:30, but if you leave early, please send me a text. Okay, I'm gonna email you my information right now. I'll meet you whenever we leave. If you're running late, also send me a text. Okay. And that will be your final appointment, okay? So, is there anything else that I can do for you before you go today? All right, well, it was lovely, and please have a great time at the formal. I will see you afterwards, all right?